So let's talk a little bit about Greek mythology. Greek mythology was the religion for the ancient Greeks. It's a polytheistic religion, which means there's a belief in many different gods. We could spend a whole semester talking just about the mythology of the Greeks, with the gods, demigods, semigods, superheroes, all sorts of things. Today in this video, we're only going to focus on the 12 Olympian gods. So what's the purpose of the Greek mythology? Well, it's just like any other religion. It was created by the Greeks in an attempt to explain why they're here, what is their purpose. A lot of the Greek mythology stories talk about why things happen in nature, why people act the way they act. It explains our human qualities. And it also talks about those major life events and their origin and their purpose and significance. The Greek mythology had become so ingrained in Greek culture that we'll also see its impact in Roman culture. And then in modern day society, we even see references to it in our symbolism, in our pop culture, a lot in art and literature and things like that. So it's real important to understand some of the basics about our Olympian gods. We have to start with Zeus. Zeus is the god of the gods. He's the god of sky, lightning. He is one of 3 brothers that divided up the world. He has a hot temper. He was easily angered, and his wrath, his rage, was often known. His wife is Hera. Hera is the queen of the gods. She is the goddess of marriage, which is pretty ironic because her husband was not faithful, and Hera was very frequently acting out on her jealousy against those that were with her husband. Poseidon is the god of the sea, earthquakes, and horses. It makes sense that earthquakes and sea would go together. If you think of the geography and the topography of the Eastern Mediterranean, the earthquakes causing tidal waves terrified a civilization based on shipbuilding and shipping and trading. So Poseidon was a very important god, one of the brothers of Zeus. The other third brother of Zeus is Hades. He was the god of the underworld, seen here with the 3-headed dog protecting access into the underworld from the river Styx. Demeter is the goddess of agriculture and the harvest. Again, the ancient Greeks had very limited resources due to their mountains and due to the other geographic features. So a very important thing within Greek culture, definitely one of our main gods, protecting their agriculture. Hestia is the goddess of hearth and family. Hearth is your fireplace, a symbol for home and unity. She never married. She doesn't get caught up in the love triangles or some of the lust that's happening. Her love is very familial. She loves everyone like a parent or a child, a very kind soul. Athena is the goddess of wisdom. You often see her depicted in armor as if going into battle. She is not the goddess of war, but emphasizing the wisdom and the craftsmanship that would go into planning and strategy for warfare. Athena is also the patron goddess of the city Athens. Apollo is a twin. We'll talk about his twin sister in a second. He is the god of the sun, prophecy, healing, music, poetry, many, many different things. He is definitely known for a very outgoing personality, getting himself into lots of mischief. His twin sister is Artemis. If Apollo is the god of the sun, Artemis is goddess of the moon, so that balance there between twin siblings. She's also goddess of the hunt. She's often seen with bows and arrows or a deer. Ares is the god of war. This isn't a very aggressive gentleman, usually hot-tempered. Lots of mythology stories about his relationship with Athena. Aphrodite, known as the goddess of love, although I would argue that it's probably more lust if you listen and read to the mythology stories, but extremely influential for the reason why certain people behave the way they behave. Hermes is the god of trade, so of course my favorite, and the god, the messenger for the gods. He's often seen with wings on his feet because he would travel quickly to spread those messages.